Hi, Adrian. I hope all is well with you. I spent some time thinking about how Module 6, 7, and 8 will unfold for you. As I mentioned, I would like to have you create a qualitative business case. This approach, I think, will minimize the use of numbers and it will eliminate any need for any sort of calculations. I also think I've come up with an approach that accounts for you going solo. And my idea is to use this approach to give you a basic understanding of how one might be able to put together a business case without the calculations. And I think it'll also give you some insight into how business decisions are made. This approach will be quite different from what the rest of the class is doing. I wanted to create this video for you. It might be easier to show you what I would like you to do rather than simply tell you. I am going to walk through the entire process in this video. As the weeks unfold, we'll work together on the details. But we'll cover what I'm going to ask you to do in Module 6 in some detail here in this video. The qualitative business case, as I've designed it for you, has three components: the executive summary, a table of benefits, and a table of activities. I'm not going to have you do it in this exact order, however. As you know, even though the executive summary comes first, you write it last. So the order in which I would like you to do these elements of the qualitative business case goes something like this. In Module 6, I would like you to complete the table of benefits. You'll learn how to identify benefits in Module 6. In Module 7, while the rest of the class is working on their analysis of alternatives, I would like you to work on creating a table of activities. I'll show you what those tables will look like shortly. And then finally in Module 8, I'll have you complete the qualitative business case by writing an executive summary. The executive summary in a business case is longer than the executive summary in most other documents. I'll go over that toward the end of this video. And I've created templates for you to use as well. And I'll show you those at the end of the video as well. Let's begin with what you'll turn in for Module 6. It is a table of benefits. It will start with the benefits you identified in your proposal, but I would like you to expand on those benefits to be more specific as it relates to the Walmart website in particular. Are there specific aspects of the Walmart website you can improve? In the discussion module for Module 5, you spoke about branding and improving store pickup, also how the website does not match the store itself. So those are some of the additional benefits I'd like you to think about, and any others that you can come up with. You're going to start with naming the benefit. Include a word or a short phrase that makes it easy to identify the benefit. Then I'd like you to provide a short explanation of the benefit in the description column. You want to be concise here. Keep your explanations relatively short. In the last column, identify what category that benefit belongs to. You'll learn about this in Module 6. Benefits normally increase revenue, provide some sort of cost savings, or improve some sort of non-financial performance measure, such as improved customer satisfaction, a better customer experience, things like that. In a formal business case, one typically tries to link those non-financial performance improvements to either improved revenue or reduced costs. However, in this case, I'm not going to ask you to do that. Table 1 is all you have to do for Module 6. Let's take a look ahead to Module 7. For Module 7, I want you to think about the key activities that you will embark upon with your project in making Walmart's website more accessible and more usable. We will use tasks as a proxy for costs. After all, tasks do take time. Walmart should pay you for your time, so these activities truly represent costs without having to delve into the numbers that go behind them. So please keep this fairly high level. Similar to Table 1 that you'll do for Module 6, you will identify the activities by a word or a short phrase for that activity. You will then describe the activity with a short explanation. Finally, I would like you to link the activity to the benefits you've identified in Table 1. It can be one or even more than one if you so desire. We'll go into more detail in this table of activities in Module 7 when we get to Module 7. The last step of the qualitative business case will be the executive summary. The executive summary in a business case is longer than other documents. Business cases are typically fairly long with a lot of tables, charts, calculations. What executives typically do is they read the executive summary. If they're interested in the project, then they will hand it off to their staff to go through the details. Here's the list of questions your executive summary will need to answer when we get to that point. We'll go over these questions in more detail when Module 8 rolls around. I'll pause here for just a moment so you can just glance through these questions to get familiar with them. One last thing that I want to show you and one last thing I want to go over is the template that I've created for you and the process of how you'll build this qualitative business case over the next 3 modules. So I've created this template for you to use. It's in both Word and I'll provide a link to a Google Doc. What you can do is add each section as you progress through the qualitative business case. So each week you'll complete part of this document. Then you'll submit the updated document as the assignment for each module. So to review, you'll complete Table 1 here for the Module 6 assignment. Then for the following week, you'll complete Table 2 for Module 7. And then finally, you'll add the executive summary and submit the entire document for Module 8. And of course, we're going to review the work for Module 7 and 8 when the time comes. And obviously, this section for the executive summary is going to be much bigger. So I'm going to wrap up here so that you can begin focusing on completing Table 1 for Module 6. Please let me know if you have any questions.